Hello everybody and welcome. This is just a little clip of these are the last of last year's bales of silage. So it's the 2nd of September today, and tomorrow we're going to start feeding this year's silage. So these are the bales. It's been very nice silage. Smells lovely. And tomorrow we're going to start feeding this year's silage. So we're going to see if there's any difference in the cows eating it. See, hopefully that they like it, and hopefully they do. But yeah, we're going to have a look, see what the cows reckon to it, and hopefully the milk doesn't drop, because that would be a disaster if that does happen. But I'm just videoing this on my phone because my GoPro's in the house. I've left that in the house. But we'll feed a couple of bales. I'll catch up tomorrow. We feed some of this year's silage, see what it looks like. We will have it analysed at some point. If I find the analytics of what this was, I'll pop it up in the video. But I think that this year's silage will probably be a little bit worse than this. But hopefully milk doesn't drop. Last thing you want as a dairy farmer is for the milk to drop. You change the diet and it drops. We have to change the diet because we've run out of these bales of last year's silage, so we've got no option but to change the diet. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully the cows still eat it up. If the balling are not eating it, we know there's a problem, but hopefully, fingers crossed, that doesn't happen. But we'll catch up tomorrow when we feed a couple of bales of this year. Well, there'll be about 3 or 4, I think. But anyway, we'll catch up in a minute. Right, so this is a few days later. The following day after I've videoed the last little bit on my phone, when we were feeding, we had 3 round bales of hay left from last year, so the milk cows had that. And then what we do now is we're feeding 3 of these. I've already fed one, but this is one, that's another one. So these are this year's bales. That one has got a bit of mould on it. Not entirely sure why that is. I think it was on the edge of the stack, that one. We're in that bottom corner. I think we're in that bottom corner. And so it's probably we've passed something there, we've rubbed on it with a tractor or something and caught it, and it's made a bit of mould. But overall, they are good bales. They don't smell. You can always smell. You tell how good silage is by smelling it. I don't think they smell as nice as last year's bales that we were feeding before. Mainly, there's a few reasons why that could be. That was second cut, and this is first cut, and this was gotten later. So this is about 3 weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks overgrown, past its best, which wasn't ideal. This is like a few days. We've been feeding these for a few days now. So yeah, what am I going to say? Milk sort of stayed the same. It's not gone up, it's not dropped, but I don't think it's as good as stuff, personally. There's plenty of it. We've got plenty of bales, as you can see from the previous videos, but they're a good shape. They've got good, nice square edges. So these bales were baled behind the mower. So if you don't know what that means, basically, we've never touched it with a tedder. We've basically mown the grass. It's come out the back of the mower in a swath, because all mowers do come out in a swath. Well, most of them do. Comes out in the back of the mower in a swath. We've never touched it, and then we've baled it straight up. We've not tedded it. We've not rode it up or nothing. Not with these bales we're feeding now, anyway. So they're nice square bales. Well, they're round, but you know, they've got nice square edges to them. But yeah, the cows are eating it, but I think it's the time of year when they need it, if that makes sense. So the quality of the grass they're eating is not very good, but so they will eat it because they obviously want something in the diet. But I'm not convinced it's as good as last year's silage. We'll get it analysed at some point. Whether I put it in this video or not, I don't actually know. Not sure how this video is even going to pan out, to be totally honest with you. But yeah, that's what we're feeding at the minute. The nice shaped bales, and they're very heavy as well. They are a bit damp as well. For first cut, normally our first cut's a bit drier than that, especially gotten later. But that's probably because we've not tedded it or rown it up. It was baled the day after it was mown behind the mower. So yeah, but interestingly, people say green wrap, you get less waste on it because green wrap helps reflect sunlight. That bale has obviously got some mould on it, and that's not the first one. We've had, I think we've had 2 so far. Well, you know, only a little bit of mould like that. What will happen is we'll feed that bale as it is, and cows aren't stupid. They won't eat that. They'll only eat it if we force them to eat it. We're not forcing them to eat that because they've got more than what they need. They are leaving a little bit of silage. There's probably a little bit more waste on these bales than what there were the bales we were feeding before. So that's probably another reason why I'm thinking they might not be just as good as bales. But yeah, green wrap doesn't stop mould because we've obviously had that bit of mould, and I don't think the other 2 bales we've had the mould on had any holes in, so hey ho. But this is the first year we've used green wrap for quite a long time. The last time we used green would be 8 or 9 years ago. So yeah, we've been using black ever since, so we've not really had a problem with mould on that. So anyway, we'll get these fed, and yeah, we'll do an update in a bit. See if it does take a day or 2 for it to get into the cow and then alter the milk. So we've only been feeding these for what, like 2 or 3 days now. So like when cows go out to grass, it normally takes like a week for it to come through into the show up in the milk that they've gone out to grass, because the milk will skyrocket. But that's what we're doing at the minute. If milk drops considerably, you'll hear about it, because I'll tell you, I'll inform you about it. I'm not scared to tell you when I've done something wrong. But for now, we'll have an update in a bit. So the trick is for these with net on, so we put net on all our bales. So it's trick to tip them, you can tip them in on their end, and then you just find the end and just peel it back. But sometimes you end up with a bit stuck on the bottom, which is a bit annoying. Put your layer in it. Look, maybe not a good idea. So we've got a net, there's the bale. Now the gate's open at the top, so what I'll do is I'll open this gate, let them in, hopefully they go to the bale, while I got time to go on back to the JCB and get out again. Yeah, they're going to bale, so we're alright. We've got another ring feeder up here we're baling as well. So that's just a little update video for you on the bales and what we're doing to feed them. Oh, we've got a bully cow there. So this video has been spaced out across like an entire week. how well this video is going to turn out, but if you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. As of the milk hasn't changed. It's not dropped, it's not gone up in the space of a week. So, well, that could be possibly due to the grass they're still eating. But the grass quality is nowhere near as good as what it used to be. Whoop. Bear with me 1 minute, because I'll have to get off and shut this gate. Whoop. No, you don't. Stay in there, little lady. Yes, you can. But yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, the grass. Yeah, the quality of the grass this time of year is not very good. Well, it's dropping. So that's why we've got to start. If we weren't already feeding the cows through the summer, we'd have had to start feeding them now. Well, we do normally start feeding them now anyway, but we fed them all summer this summer. Just because of the wet weather has made the grazing not so very good. But yeah, it's not altered the milk. That was the aim of this video, to just to see if there were any change in the milk yield. There hasn't been. Milk stayed fairly level, and the quality of the silage is definitely worse. Mainly because it doesn't smell as nice. The bales we were having before smelled really nice. These smell a bit sour. I don't know why though. That might be because it was a bit. That's probably because it was first cut. That we got like 2 to 3 weeks late because we had so much wet weather this summer. So that's probably why it smells a bit sour. Doesn't smell as sweet as what the silage they were on last year's silage. We haven't had any analysed yet, so we'll have to do that. Might do a video on that. But just a little update video this will be on the feeding, and just to make just to let you know the cows are still milking the same. But yeah, hopefully I've got it across. Not sure what this video is going to have in it, because it's going to have a little bit of all sorts in it, but give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe below, because I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.